Hello, darling yogis, lovely people, friends. Welcome back to day 6 of our 7-day journey through our chakra alignment, through our center of energy source. Welcome back. This has been a lovely journey so far. We land today on our 6th chakra, which is our third eye. This is located in between the brow on our forehead. The Ajna is what it's called. The element for this chakra is light. As we work with Ajna, the third eye chakra, you may want to see the third eye as access to the cosmic vision. Okay, so illuminating everything as it is without the filter of your past, your expectations, or your judgment. So not allowing any of those aspects to cloud your judgment, your cosmic vision. It's represented by the colour turquoise, aquamarine. When our ajna is balanced, we'll feel intuitive, guided, perceptive, and mentally strong. Okay? However, if it's unbalanced, this often manifests as lacking in intuition and imagination. You might notice yourself behaving quite manipulatively towards others. Manipulatively. Is that right? Anyway. You might feel panicked, you might feel fearful, and it can also show itself as migraines. So, the mantra for this chakra is Om, one that we've all definitely come across before. Om, the third eye chakra mantra, and that means I'm connected to my higher self. So let's connect to our higher selves. Let's move our bodies and balance that 6th chakra. So we're going to start at the top of our mats. With our feet hip-width distance apart, we bring our hands together in prayer and bring it up to our third eye. Beginning to deepen our breaths, sending each inhale to our third eye area, to our inner self, our inner connection, and exhaling any stagnant energy out of your body. Really arriving on your mat in this moment and promising yourself, setting an intention to be your inner teacher, to be your own guide through this practice today. Listening to what your body needs and not letting your ego run off with itself. Lowering the arms down by the body. With bent knees, we round the arms up and over. Inhale up here, exhale, we round through the back, hinging from the hips, forward fold. Inhale, round through the back, hands to shins. Exhale, placing the hands on the mat, we step our left foot back. And inhale here, straightening through the back and the neck. Exhale to place the hands fully on the mat, stepping back to your plank. Feeling strong here at the beginning of our practice. Inhale, knees come down to the mat, untuck the toes. Exhale, we lower all the way down to the ground. Elbows are really digging into the sides of the body here. Inhale, round the shoulders, lift the gaze, low cobra. Exhale, pushing up and back to child's pose, bringing feet together, knees go wide apart, and we push back in this child's pose, connecting your third eye to the mat. So placing your forehead on the mat, feeling that connection between the earth and your cosmic vision. Breathing here, feeling the gentle rise and fall of your chest. On your next inhale, we open up to the right hand side of the room, opening the chest, and exhale, we thread the right arm underneath left elbow. And snuggle into this twist here, this child's pose twist. You can walk your left arm away from you. You can lower your hips further down to the mat if that's more comfortable. Just really finding what works for you here. Option 2, play with your balance here by extending your left leg out and away from you, engaging your core, engaging your glutes, finding your drishti, your point of focus. Option to challenge your balance even more by extending your left arm towards the top of the mat. Using your breath to anchor you here. Slowly, with control, coming back to the mat. And from wherever you are, we're unraveling, opening up to the right hand side of the room. And exhale, we come back to child's pose. Reconnecting your third eye to the mat, to the ground, the earth. And we come onto the other side. We inhale, open to the left hand side of the room. Exhale, thread your arm underneath the right elbow or armpit. Again, just snuggling your way into this twist. Coming to play with your balance on this side now, if you would like to do so, extending your right leg out long. Maybe extending your right arm out long. Engaging your glutes, engaging your core. And gently, with control, coming back to your child's pose. And opening up to the left hand side, extend, open the chest, shining a light up to the ceiling, and exhale back to child's pose. So, so beautiful. We're all meeting back in our child's pose here, and we're extending through the arms, just walking your fingers away from you, creating a stretch through the front of your body and resting your head onto the mat. Walking your hands a bit further back now, coming up to tabletop, tucking the toes underneath you and coming up to your downward facing dog. Walking your dog out here for just a moment. Reconnecting to your breath, bending through the legs, gaze up towards the top of the mat. We jump, hop or step up to the top, rise up, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend through the legs, we come up, gaze follows hands, exhale, hands to heart center, prayer. Stepping up to the top of the mat again, feet are hip width distance apart, knees are bent. We inhale, rise arms up and over, slight back bend. Exhale, hinging from the hips, we float down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, placing the hands on the mat, we step one foot back, right foot this time. Inhale, straighten out through the back. Exhale, stepping back to plank. Coming through modifications or full chaturanga here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back to downward dog. Anchoring down through the left foot, we pick up the right foot behind us, extending out behind. Inhale for length. Exhale, we step the right foot to the top of the mat. We're coming into warrior one here, so pivoting slightly on the left foot so that it's about 45-degree angle. Inhale, rise the arms up and over with so much drama. Super impressive. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Body is strong and engaged. Closing the eyes just for a second here and bringing the vision to your third chakra, your third eye, sorry. Sixth chakra, third eye. Manifest the colour of blue, turquoisey, aquamarine. And imagine a gentle oming sound in your mind. Straightening up through the front leg now, lowering the arms down. You can shorten your stance slightly here. Coming into pyramid. So anchoring the hips forwards. You are in train tracks. And again, your back foot is in the same position it would be for warrior one, so 45-degree angle. Bringing your hands to your hips, we find length through the spine, open up through the chest, and roll your shoulders back so that your scapula is relaxing down the sides of the back. Inhale. Exhale, we hinge forward, slowly coming down towards the leg, possibly not getting that far, finding your edge. Anchoring the hips to the right, to the front of the mat. Can you challenge yourself by extending your arms out in front of you? Really turning on your core here to keep you upright. Find length through the back of your neck. Really nice. Staying here for one more breath. Inhale brings us back up, hands to the hips. Shortening the stance even more now, we're coming into warrior three. So simply anchoring yourself forwards, hinging on that hip again, and stepping up into your warrior three pose. You can do a self-assist here, making sure that the hips aren't going too open like so. You want them to be kind of parallel to the ground, okay? Making sure that that left leg is really engaged. It's not just flopping around. And once you're comfortable here, you can bring your hands in prayer. They can go out to the sides like airplane arms, or they can go out in front of you like we were in pyramid pose. Inhale here, one more round of breath. Exhale, we lower the back knee, open up to warrior one. Exhale, we float the hands down, frame the front foot, step back to plank and come through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Coming onto the other side now, anchoring through the right foot, we pick up the left foot back. Inhale for length. Exhale, we step that left foot up to the top of the mat and come into your warrior one. Sending breath to your third eye, to your cosmic vision. Engaging through your legs. Straightening up through that front leg now, bringing your stance a bit closer together, making sure you're squaring the hips towards the front of the mat. Hands are on hips. We inhale for length, straightening both legs. And exhale, we fold forwards. Find length through the back of your neck. Your legs should be working really hard here in this pose. Possibly bringing the arms out in front of you, reaching forwards, finding even more length through your torso. Really nice. Bringing hands to hips. We inhale and come back up. Bringing your foot into the middle of the mat now, coming onto Warrior 3, into Warrior 3 on the other side. So anchoring down through that left foot, we just hop off and come down into your Warrior 3 pose, making a T shape with your body. Doing that self-adjust again, kind of pivoting your hips so that they are in line with the mat. What can also help is making sure that your right toe is pointing almost towards your left ankle, so that it's not out to the side, because that would open your hips up to the side. We want to be closing them off so that they are parallel with the floor. You have a slight bend in your standing leg. You find length through the back of your neck. Imagine this pulling and pushing sensation through your body. Super strong, guys. Well done. Staying here for one more breath. Inhale, we come back up, stepping the back foot down, Warrior 1. Exhale, floating down, stepping back to plank, coming through your vinyasa. Super nice. Walking your dog out. Bending through the legs, gaze lift, stepping up to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Grabbing a hold of the elbows with each hand, we sway back and forth, ragdoll. Letting go of this ragdoll now, just letting your hands hang heavy, head hangs heavy, relax completely. And we bend through the legs, rolling the spine, coming up to your Tadasana at the top of the mat. I'm going to turn around and face you, but you stand at the top of your mat. We're coming into tree pose now. So feeling super grounded through your legs, through your body. We lift the toes up, spread them wide and plant them down into the mat as though they are your roots. They're keeping you grounded and stable, your foundations. Now, anchoring down through your right foot, we're going to pick up the left foot and bring the knee just in front of you here, like so. You're not using your hand to lift this knee up. You're using the strength from your glutes, your hamstrings, your core. Your body is doing this. Flexing that foot, giving your ankle a little bit of a rotation here. Trying to make sure the hips are even. You're not kind of making up for one or the other. And then opening that leg out to the side, coming into tree pose. So you've got a few options here. You can either have your foot down here for more support. You can bring it up to the lower leg, or you can have it up here in your thigh. We're avoiding the knee at all costs. So you're really opening up through the hips here. You're feeling grounded through that standing leg. You want to find a point in front of you to focus on in these balances, your drishti, your point of focus. And once you feel stable and balanced here, bringing your hands to heart center in prayer, maybe bringing them up to your third eye, possibly extending your arms out above you, gaze lifts. Feeling a real connection to the ground here, but also to that cosmic vision. Relaxing the shoulders away from your ears, scapula comes down the back. Holding it for one more breath. Bringing the hands together to touch above your head and coming down through the center, stopping at your heart for 1 second and letting go of this shape with your legs, not allowing your left leg to lower just yet, but bringing in front of you, holding here for one more breath. And exhale, we lower the foot down, shaking the legs out a little bit, doing a bit of a wiggle, coming onto the other side. So grounding that left foot down, now we're coming onto the right side. Bringing your right leg up, bending the knee. And taking some ankle circles here on the other side. Waking up that ankle. Feeling strong here, getting your hips in line. And now gently opening up to the side and coming into your tree, whichever level you decide to take on the other side. I'd suggest you take it on this side too. Nice, feel that connection of your foot coming into your thigh, this pressing sensation. Feel a real lift through the top of your body. You're lifting up, there's energy coming through your body. And when you feel grounded, when you have found your point of focus, your drishti, your balance, we can begin to move the hands, coming to heart center, coming up to your third eye, your sixth chakra, extending the arms out long. Always coming back to the breath. Inhale here one more time, finding length and lift. And exhale, we bring the hands together in heart center. Pausing here for a moment. Bringing the knee back to the front and letting the leg come down softly. From the top of your mat, widen your feet so that they're wider than the mat and your toes are pointing sort of at a diagonal. We're coming into our malasana squat. So just squatting down all the way, bringing the elbows inside the knees, the thighs. Malasana is a weird one because in a lot of yogic poses, it just takes, sometimes if we can't do the full posture, it just is because it takes time and we need to stretch a little bit more or strengthen a bit more. But this one, very often people can't do it literally just because of the ability of their ankles, and it's the shape of their ankles, nothing to do with their strength or their flexibility, and they simply can't do this full pose. So if you're finding that, place a block or a blanket under those ankles of yours and you should be good to go. Find length through your spine. Inhale here, and exhale, we lower down to the mat, placing our bums on the ground and lengthening the legs out long in front of you. We're coming to staff pose now. So staff pose is quite an active pose, even though it doesn't look like we're doing that much. Placing the hands on the ground next to you, finding lift and length through your upper body, and really engaging your legs here. Feet are flexed, legs are really turned on here, okay? You can feel tension in your core. And we're going to stay here for 5 breaths, engaging your whole body here. Welcoming any shake or prana that's coming to you. Nice. Relaxing, letting go of that. Wiggling out the legs. Bringing your left foot into your right thigh, like we were in tree just a second ago. We inhale, anchor the chest towards the right foot. Exhale, coming forwards towards that foot. Option here to use a dressing gown cord if you don't have a strap And this will just give your arms the length that you might not have, so that you do get that lovely stretch through the body, through the legs. Manifesting that colour, turquoise, aquamarine. Repeating Om to yourself. Coming deeper into this stretch, perhaps you explore your way down towards your knee. Allowing the spine to round, head to relax. And inhale to slowly make your way up out of that stretch. Coming onto the other side, bringing your right leg into your left thigh, left leg goes long. Inhale, we anchor ourselves towards the left foot. Exhale, rounding through the back, coming to this stretch now on the other side. Noticing a difference between this side and the other. Exploring your way through this stretch, whether you want to come out of it slightly more as we are here for longer, or if you want to deepen into it. Find your way. Inhale brings us mindfully back up, rounding through the spine. And we're coming into cow face, legs and arms. I don't know if you remember, but yesterday we did our cow face arms, where we, or was that the day before? Gosh, it might have been the day before actually. We grab a hold of the arms behind our back. The complete posture for that, we're going to take this on one side and then the other, and it's quite a weird one to get into. So if we bring your right leg underneath your left, left goes over right, so that you've got your feet in line with your hips, if that's accessible to you. Your hip bones should still be grounded into the mat. Okay, so those are our cow face legs. And then we take I'm going to go with this one. Take the left arm up and over, coming towards the back. If this is enough for you, you can just grab a hold of your t-shirt, that's completely fine. But if you have the space to do so, then we bring our right arm behind us and take a hold of that left hand. Very nice. This is our cow face posture. I believe it's because it looks like a cow. The legs, I think, is something to do with it. I don't know. Where do these names come from? A long, long time ago, that's where. Breathing into our inner intuition. Trusting ourselves, our inner voice. Nice. Finding length through the spine, openness through the chest. Inhale. And exhale, gently unravel this. Oh, unravel the arms, unravel the legs. Shake it out, kind of windscreen wiper the legs here. And come on to the other side now. So left leg goes under right. Bringing your feet to the sides. This might feel a bit different on the other side. Maybe less openness through the hip flexors on this side. And then we bring right arm up and over. Left arm goes underneath. And we take a hold of our hands. Super nice. Just relax into this pose. Maybe close your eyes here as we're coming down to the end of our practice, towards the end of our practice. Manifesting our Ajna chakra, our third eye. Inhale to find length, gaze up. Exhale, we gently unravel the body, unravel the legs. Coming into cobbler's pose here, Baddha Konasana. Bring the feet together, Knees go to the sides. We're going to find length here through our spine. Inhale. And exhale, we just slowly walk our way down towards the ground. Maybe you stop here with your arms, forearms on the ground. What could be quite nice is bringing your hands together in prayer and bringing them up to your third eye, almost like a sort of connection to the ground without having to get too deep into the posture. Sinking into this super opening stretch. Allowing yourself to deepen the pose if your body will allow it. Nice. Walking the hands back towards the body, we push slowly, gently up. We round through the spine, coming back up. And now we cross our legs for our final seated meditation. So closing the eyes, allowing the eyelids to fall heavy. Bringing your hands to wherever they're comfortable, whether they're on your thighs, maybe they're placed in your lap. Scrunching your shoulders up to your ears, holding them here, holding the tension within them. Hold, 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 and exhale, let go completely. Exhale. Coming to a natural pace of breath for you. Looking inwards to your intuition. Coming back to that imagery that we've been coming to at the end of our practices of the chakras all lining up one after the other as we work our way up the energy center of our bodies. Starting at the base, our root, our red ball of light, coming up through to our orange sacral chakra, climbing our way to the yellow solar plexus at our navel, up to our heart, our anahata, our green, coming up even further to our throat, our blue chakra, throat chakra. And now we have moving in sync with the other chakras, healthy and balanced and in line. We have our third eye chakra, our Ajna, that beautiful turquoise colour. We've now got these 6 chakras all moving in synchronization with each other. They are balanced, they are aligned, they are healthy, and they are nourishing your body in the way that it deserves. Sitting here in this moment of peace with me, repeating Om to yourself. Repeating after me, I am connected to my higher self. I am insightful and intuitive. Bringing your hands together at heart center and bringing them up to your third eye. Setting an intention to listen to your inner self, your intuition, and to stay true to yourself. Bowing the head down to the ground. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me again on this mat. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Mwah.